Welcome back to Henry's Garage. In this episode we're going to put 3 coats of high build all over this car. I'm not sure if I'm really happy with the state of it. I certainly got to do a bit of sanding over this last coat, and although sort of the engine bay, passenger compartment, boot I'm fine with, because as far as I'm concerned they're more or less out of sight. With the external stuff, I think I might give it another sand down, and having done that I'll decide if I want to put on another couple of coats on high build, but that will be for another time. So enjoy the episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Right, so I've sanded the car down inside and out with 500 grit. I've given it a quick wipe with white spirit, but it needs another. But before I do that, I'm going to vacuum it. So I've got the vacuum out. We'll get it cleaned out inside. We'll wipe on and off the white spirit to clean it all off, and then we're going to try to paint the inner bits of it with some high build primer. Not much to see really. It's been vacuumed. I've gone over it with white spirit. I've gone and refilled holes that had come loose in terms of where there were bolts in them. I failed to do those ones again, right, so I need to do those there for the door hinge, but I haven't done it on either side again. Anyway, I did mean to go around it all with a sealer, with this, but I can't find my application tool, whatever it's called. So we're going to put on the primer, and it'll end up having to go on in between this and high build and final coat. So we'll start with the boot and things like that, and then we'll come back. Can you see any difference? That's 1 coat of high build primer on everything. I'm not going to try that again. I'm going to do just the inside next time, the boot, the engine bay, passenger compartment. Get that done in one. I'll get 2 more coats on there, and then I'm going to come back to the outside. That was just too much to try to do. Anyway, we've got 1 coat on. Hopefully I'll get 2 and 3 on for the inside, as I just said, this afternoon. They should go on straight out, one straight after the other really, but I need to check time and see if I have the time. Okay, so the engine bay, passenger compartment and the boot all have 3 coats. I'm really struggling to get my gun to give a good fan. It's coming out too close, and whilst I was doing this it actually all dried up, so I had to stop and run some thinner through it to just clear it out a bit. Just here I was checking it and spilt a bunch of paint, so but that was all done on the inside, so it's less serious. Right here I've decided I've got to really clean it, so I'm just soaking the whole gun in thinner, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have a much better, much cleaner gun to use. So that's the hope, because tomorrow we're going to do 2 more coats on the outside. That'll take us up to 6 undercoats in total, and hopefully, I'm not convinced, but hopefully I'll decide that it's okay. Using paint thinner on the gun certainly, and soaking it overnight, certainly cleans it off. This is used to be blue. That's not paint on it any longer, that's just the paint coming off. So anyway, good. So this should hopefully spray better today. Now I've got 3 coats in the boot, passenger compartment, engine bay. Got one coat of high build on the outside, and there are some bits where it feels rough, particularly here. In fact, you can probably see it. Okay, and this was rough last time as well with the epoxy primer. So I'm gonna sand this all down again to 500 with a 500, just to get it smooth. I'll do the whole car. I'll clean it off and we'll paint again from there. Just worrying about the outside this time. So that's the plan. Okay, I've just put on the second and third coats. I had a better spray pattern, but still not really happy with it. But it was better. Everything's soaking to be cleaned. And if you look here, this is on the front driver side, and you can see here. So I sanded all of this down. It was nice and smooth. I cleaned it off, and yeah, I got this back. I don't really know why. And then I've also, you can see I've got some bits coming out of the gun here. So I didn't do, the second coat was pretty good. The third coat, I guess I rushed or something, I don't know. Anyway, and then in here, I don't know if it's coming out in the camera, but you can see kind of stripes, which shows you that the pattern wasn't very good. And I even got a bit too close in a couple of places, just here and here. So we're going to have to sand it down again. And have another go, but I'm going to be away for a couple of weeks, or at least a week anyway, with work, so I'm not going to make progress on it whilst I'm away. So we're going to call this an end of a video, just so that well, because actually I was hoping that the 3 coats would do it, to be honest. So that's 6 coats of primer on there, 3 epoxy and 3 high build. And you know, from here it doesn't look too bad, and I'm only after a 10-foot finish anyway, so you know, we might be okay, but I'm going to have to sand that down again, and then I'll decide if I want to put on a 4th and a 5th coat, I guess. But I'll do that when I come back. So continue to enjoy the nice warm British weather, and see you in a couple of weeks.